Man, I hope you guys enjoyed that farmhouse table series there. It was pretty much a new experience for me. First time I've ever made a dining table, and I believe it turned out really well. The wife is happy with it. That's the main thing, right? But it was also a new experience for me for doing video. You know, never done videos before, and I sure did learn a lot. I spent one weekend, hell, that was like last weekend, just studying and researching, video production. And man, I'm going to tell you, it was a lot of information, a lot for me to learn, but you got to start somewhere, right? And hopefully all you YouTuber professionals will forgive me on that. I'm gonna work at being better at it, that's for sure, because this is something that I want to do, and I plan on being aggressive with it, and you're going to be seeing more of me. But that's not really what this video is all about. But what I want to do is just going to be a very short video. I want to talk about the actual farmhouse table itself, and the way I approached it, and hopefully I can maybe show you some things to hopefully, diffuse any intimidation that you may have. Right off the bat, a farm, building any kind of project really, you can make it as complicated as you want, or you can make it as simple as you want. The point is just get out there and actually do it. You get out there, you may make some mistakes, but you're gonna learn from them. I did the same thing. I didn't wake up one morning and just knew how to do this stuff. But anyway, moving along, I think the first thing I want to maybe touch base on is right at the very beginning, I started off with the 2x12, and I decided I want to cut off the roundovers. Alright, now you don't have to do that. In fact, I believe a lot of people that are building farm tables, in their home, DIYing it and everything, they're not cutting that roundover off. I choose to do it because it makes the table look more like a solid slab of wood. Okay? Now, I'm going to use these little 2x4 examples for anybody who may not really understand what I'm getting at. If you don't cut off the little roundovers, hopefully you guys can see this. There is a spacing right there. Me personally, I didn't want that, based on what I just got through saying. But for you, you may be alright with that. There's certainly nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of good looking tables that are done that way. That's one of the things. And the other thing too is you don't have to go out and buy the pre-turned legs like I did, And those legs cost me about $60 per leg. That's with the leg itself and the shipping, and I got it off of Amazon.com. If you wanted to do that, they have farm style legs that are smaller than what I have. We went with the biggest one, which was the 5-inch. We made a commitment and just stuck with it. But if you didn't want to do any of that stuff, there are people that are actually just taking just regular 4x4 material, like so, and using that as the leg, and they're turning out just fine. One of the things I might want to point out is, if you go with like pine wood like I did, I haven't been able to find 4x4 material or wood that is not pressure treated and it is also pine. And in fact, the only place I've been able to find it is at Lowe's. Now granted, it's been a while since I went and bought it, but when I bought the 4x4 that's untreated, it was actually Douglas fir, I believe, and that causes a problem for me sometimes, because I want to build any project using the same material, the same type of wood species is what I'm getting at. And there are projects out there that use contrasting wood. but I'm not doing that for this particular one, so we'll not go into that. But that covers that. And then the other thing too is actually assembling the table base. You know, I realize a lot of people don't have all the tools that I have, you know, and it took some time and some years to build up to get what I have, and I still don't have everything I want to have. And by saying that is, if I could have done anything different with this table, it would be that I would do mortise and loose tinnings from the table aprons to the leg. I'm not set up to do that. That's actually a better joint, you know. But to get away from all that, what I want to point out is, if you don't want to do pocket hole joinery or anything like that, you can very simply just take like your leg here and say you want to use these 2x4s as an apron, you know. Go there with one side of the apron and there with the other side, and just screw it to it, and take some wood filler and fill up those screw holes, you know. I personally didn't want to do that because when I did researching on farm tables, they were always like this, the one that I really like. But you know, it's your table, it's your project, you do what you want. So that covers that. And you know, something else about me, and I've always been this way, is just, I will say it's a gift that I've gotten from my father. I've always been the type of person that can just visualize something and just put it together. And what I'm getting at is, I really don't follow a set of plans. I don't have a set of plans drawn up or anything. So maybe one of these days I'll move towards where I'll draw up plans and provide it on with my YouTube videos. That's just not in the foreseeable future right now. However, there is a great website, and I'm going to try to figure out how I can link web addresses to YouTube for this one. But there is a great website called AnaWhite.com. That's actually ANA-White.com. There are a ton of farmhouse table designs on there that come with plans and have actually step-by-step instructions on how to do it, down to cutting the wood, buying the material that you need, and it goes from start to finish, you know. And so be sure to check that out if that's something you want to do. And the other thing too is, I believe, I can't remember who said it, but I really believe it was Steve Ramsey's over at Woodworking for Mere Mortals. He is a YouTube guy. He's been around for a long time. He's actually, I believe, rated #1 in woodworking when it comes to free information and everything for on YouTube. I believe he said, I can't remember, but I believe he said that he plans on building a farm table. And if I'm correct, I'm going to tell you something about Dave Ramsey. He does a fantastic job at making this woodworking look simple. He does, you know. He can. I'm pretty confident any kind of new person or anybody who's new to woodworking could watch his shows, take his tips, or even take the entire projects he's doing. He puts out videos every Friday, every single Friday. And after watching him rather, I believe that anybody can feel confident to do woodworking. Now, the other person I think it was Dave Ramsey or Steve Ramsey that said it, but I want to say, part of me says that David Picciuto with The Drunken Woodworker, said that he was going to do one, but I'm not too sure. I saw that a while back. I've slept since then. So he's also a woodworker on YouTube. I would subscribe to him. I follow him. He's a lot of good information. He does a little bit of everything. You know, he does a lot of woodworking, but he also kind of mixes in different things like electronics and stuff like that. which is cool, you know. But that covers that. Hopefully I got the information out there to help get you guys started, and with this short little clip to, like I said, try to eliminate any intimidation, that you guys would feel comfortable with going out and doing your own farmhouse table. It's a lot of fun. You make it a family deal, you know. Get your kids to help you out, maybe even your wife. And that's what it's all about. And I guess the last thing we'll cover is the finish. You know, one of the things that I do a lot of is I experiment. I mean, I experiment with a lot of finish techniques. You know, it's something I spend a lot of time with. And you don't have to do it the way I did. You know, you don't have to follow everything the way I do. You know, it's just you can paint the whole thing. You know, let me back up a little bit. If you were going to mix different wood species to make any project, and you want to stain it, the entire project, your stain is not going to match. It's just not going to happen. This board is going to stain differently from this board, even when you use the same color. So that's something to think about. And that's pretty much all I wanted to cover on this. Like I said, I hope you guys feel better about this, and the next thing to do is just get out there and actually do it. Come on, I wish you guys would get out there and make yourself something, and it would be nice if you guys posted it, your finished projects, on my Hammered at Home Facebook. I would love to see what you guys do. So that is pretty much it. We'll see you guys next time, and thanks for watching.